What's going on, guys? Plastic Beach X3 back here with another One Piece sim video, and this time it's going to be an EB-01 testing video. Got a bunch of games with the new Oden deck. So first I'm going to go over the deck list and then show you all the games that I played. Oden is a new leader out of EB-01, red-green, 5,000 power, 4 life. According to the rules, all of your characters with Land of Wano type that don't have counter, all of these gain 1000 counter in hand. And then Donix 1 when attacking, if you have a 5 cost on the field, then when attacking you gain 1000 until the end of your opponent's turn. So you stay at 6000 on your opponent's turn. I feel like the deck is like decent into red purple law just because the cards that you can play super early with Hiyori's effect have 7000 power, so it requires 2 cards in their hand to get rid of it, and then they got to play another card from their hand with the leader ability, so you're getting rid of 3 cards in hand. Obviously that's mitigated by Reiju and that kind of stuff, so it's not that crazy. But it's also just a good deck that can stick 7000 power monsters, gain advantage from them, and just be big on your opponent's turn. So going to the deck list. 4 5-drop 7k Ezo, a new card out of EB-01. On play, you give a Restodon to your leader or character. So on 5, you can play this and make your leader go 7, and then be 6 on your opponent's turn. And then it also has a cracked on field effect. Whenever your opponent attacks, you can once per turn discard any card to make any monster or leader minus 2000 for the turn. So turns all of your 1Ks into 2Ks and all of your no counters into 2Ks. So it's pretty good. And then Killer and Kid, I was actually thinking about playing 4 of this card because it's so good, but 4 drop 5k rush. When attacking, if your opponent has 2 or less life cards, it gains 2000. It's like the staple in Red Purple Law, just a broken red card. Should probably be played 4 of. And then 5 drop 5k Yamato, activate main. Once per turn, you give a Rested Dawn to a leader or a character. So it's just the 1 drop Nami out of the starter deck, but it's also a 2k counter, so it's searchable off of Momo, etc., etc. Otama, you know what this card is, 2k counter, searchable off Momo. 4 Whitebeard, because if you can stick a 5-drop, play Whitebeard on 10, give your leader will be 8k on your opponent's turn. So it's pretty good with the deck. And it's like the deck's top end behind Oden. Yeah, it's a pretty good card. And then 4-drop Hiyori out of EB-01, probably one of the most broken cards in the deck. Activate main, tribute it from the field, play a 5-drop from hand, up to a 5-drop in hand, so you can play a 4-drop as well, and then you draw a card. So it lets you play your 5-drops on your going second curve, and also draw a card, which is nuts. So usually, like, the dream going second curve is Momo into Hiyori. And then for Izo, another searchable 2k that is, just generically good, resting a 4 or less to go for game. 2 Okiku and 2 Cat Vipers. The list I was basing this on had 4 Cat Vipers, but I decided to cut it down with the Okiku because I wanted something better to play off Oden. But and like it also just like helps your going first curve if you're forced to go first. So like Okiku's a crack card. It's cracked that it can tap Sabos and stuff with like blue, yellow, Luffy, Gecko, Sakazuki, all those decks playing Sabo. So yeah, it's pretty good. But also just like the blocker with a 1k counter on it because your leader's effect is also really good against like one of your worst matchups, which is Yamato. 4 Momo Searchers, 4 Denjiro, which is a card from OP01. Donix 1, when attacking, you can unrest 2 Dawn. 5-drop 7k vanilla stats with a 1k counter because of this deck, and it also has a broken effect, so it's a broken card. You can play it off Hiyori. 5-drop 5k Yamato from OP01, double attack banish with a 1k counter. just another 5 drop to play off of Hiyori, and it's just really good against yellow decks like NL, which will be popular in EB-01. And then 2 Oden, you could bump this up, cut a white 9 beard, or cut something else. Also, you could just like play 2 because it's really really good against black yellow Luffy. You'll see in the games that kind of just like hard play this card, wait and win. Um, but yeah, it's just a good card. Sucks against like if we're talking about OP-07, it would suck against like Boa and stuff. Um, and like if they can clear it in red purple law, which they would have to invest double, like like um, Gordon, raise max, and a 4 drop or something. Uh, they would. It does suck in that respect, but otherwise, if they kill it, you could play your Okiku, your Cat Viper, and your Izo. And then 4 of the Yamato, which is also just a crack card in vanilla stat line with a 1k counter because of you're playing Oden, and it can rest Sabo, which is crazy. And then I was also playing 2 Ryuma. This card could come out. It's not that good in my opinion, but it does, once again, vanilla stat line with a 1k counter and a crazy effect to kill a rested 4 or less on summon or on KO, and it's searchable off Momo. Um, it's just kind of a big investment to play when you're also trying to play like 5 drops all the time. So it's good. It's worth testing. But let's get into some games. This is not the order I played them in. We'll just go down the line. How do I go 2 times speed? Okay, so we're gonna be playing against Verona. I'm gonna choose second, just to take away second from Verona. They're gonna go Baby 5 pass. I'll go Momo search. Oden pass on 4. I was hoping to get a 5 drop out of there, obviously, to pair with the Hiyori. But they're gonna whiff off their Baby 5, which is huge. Go 5 into Momo, it dies. And play Nupe, which is kind of a popular card in Piranha now. Draw 2, trash 2. I'm gonna hit my 5 drop, which is crazy. Gonna play the Hiyori, play Dendro, draw a card, pass turn. So against Piranha, the 5 drops are cards that the opponent's leader cannot tap without some sort of Dawn investment to lower their cost. Gonna go 5 life. I'll counter with the Neko. And then play Sabo, which can be rested with Yamato, and they only have 4 cards in hand, so probably just gonna do that. Rest it with Yamato, swing 8 into the Sabo, get up 2 Dawn. So if he tries to save it, I'll just swing 9 into it. And I don't really fear anything, and I might as well go double 4 drop or less so that they have to choose between killing Yamato or Okiku. And like getting my leader to +6 isn't that important on this turn. I'm sitting at 4 life. But if they did save the Sabo, I would have swung 9 into the Sabo and not play the Okiku. I'm gonna go 7, I'll take it, get another Okiku. They're gonna play Ryuma, or they're gonna tap the Yamato, play Ryuma, kill the. Oh no, they're gonna minus the Denjiro, play the Ryuma, kill the Denjiro. Top deck Killer Kid can't really do anything to the Ryuma because I'll have to tap my Kiku to tap it. So um, they're not going to Dofi turn, and like I might as well get value out of my less than 4 drops anyway before they can start killing them. Tap kill, tap kill. So I'm just gonna play the Oden, swing everything. Once again, they're not going to Tendon, so I don't have to worry about Dofi. If they were going to Tendon, obviously I don't tap anything there. But they're gonna go 7 into Yukiku. 5 into life, leaving up 8. I'll counter with the Okiku. 5 into life, I'll take that one. Corazon, Borsalino. So I'm just going to play the 9 drop. Go 9 it into the 6k Ryuma so that if he lets it go, none of my guys die. But now that he blocked, I'll just swing 6 into life. 8 into life. He'll take the block. Would have been a little risky if he didn't take the block and he tries to just swing out, but I'm also at like 8k, so it's never going to happen. So yeah, they're pretty much just dead on board, plus the killer kid in hand. He's going to go after the Oden. I'm just going to play Neko out of Okiku's. Going to tap the Neko with leader ability. Eight into the 6. I probably could have saved it. I was holding the Iza just in case he played a blocker, but there's no blocker in the deck that is 1 cost, so I could have just saved it, and like Iza is not going to do anything this turn anyway. I'm going to go 7 with the killer kid. Takes it and just, yeah. Just for funsies, kill the Anupe, let him try to draw something. But he didn't. Nope. So we'll go into the next game. It's against Mono Blue Crocodile, which of course has crazy cards in 06 and has crazy cards in EB. I'm going to go second, not hit anything. He's going to go 8, take it, hit the Momo. Unfortunate, but it's fine. Probably just going to play it. Take an Ezo, 2k, swing 7. Kill the Momo. Play X-Drake. I'll just play Dinjiro, swing 7. Yeah, it seems like a tough matchup just because like they can remove any of the big bodies that you're playing. Which he does right there. He's gonna 7 drop. He's gonna Raging Tiger my Dinjiro, which is fine. I don't know if he forgot or like he just was gonna tap out anyway about my leader ability, but my leader was 6, so I didn't have to block out of the 5. Um, yeah, so I'm gonna just play another Dinjiro swing 9. He's gonna block 2k 2k, which is I guess fair. Play Sanji into a Borsalino. Obviously not a 4 drop, so can't put it on the bottom, but he can bounce it with leader effects, Dawn -4. And then can't swing into my leader because he doesn't have any Dawn to put on his leader. Gonna go 8 into life. He'll take it after I play the Whitebeard. And if he has Red Rock, he's just better. I don't know. Gonna go 12. Yep. And then putting my hand away. Go 8, I'll 2k. Yeah, I kind of just have to play the Oden. I'll go 10 into the Borsalino first, so I don't die. He's gonna block it, which is, totally fine. Then I go 8 at life after playing the Oden. Oden is a 5 drop or higher, so I do get the ability. He's gonna once again forget that my leader is 6k, swing 5 into it. Gonna go 7k. I'll just 1-1 so that I don't completely die. Gonna go 12 into 10. I gotta let it die and swing into life. I'll take it. Hit an Ezo, which I had the Yamato, but the Ezo lets me do it for one less Dawn, so it's whatever. So I'm definitely just gonna Ezo down the blocker, try to go for game. Swing 8 into life. Takes it, thank God. Then 10-10. Hits a Desert Spada, draw 2, trash 1. But he doesn't have it. He only has 1Ks in bricks, so we get that one. Going into Enel. So if you don't know what Enel does during EB-01, it's kind of crazy. You'll see. I'm going to Momo into Hiyori, which is like I was talking about during the deck profile. It's kind of just the most broken play. I have the Yamato, which is crazy. So I'm going to just do that, not swing. Don't want to give him any value. His Gadatsu would go nuts, but nothing I can. Oh no, his Gadatsu wouldn't go nuts. Beautiful. He's going to go 6 after playing a Cracker. That's fine. Just going to go 8 at life with Yamato. See if he discards any cards. He doesn't. I'll just play my blocker. Gonna play the Momo. I don't know what the purpose of that was, but I highlighted the Metadex only name, but after playing that Momo. Probably just gonna go 8, play a 5-drop. I was thinking about playing Oden as well, just to like play it on curve, but I was kind of afraid of Katakuri. Obviously Katakuri fucks Oden. I'm gonna go 8, and he's gonna block with the event. So now I can just play the Ezo, swing 7 into it, and now he has to force the double 1k because he has no 2ks. Which, I mean, whatever. I wouldn't have done that if I was him, but he's gonna go 6 into my 5. I'm gonna use my Ezo ability, discard Denjiro to -2 to the Cracker. He's gonna go 5 to 5, and I can just discard the 1k. And then he's gonna put Cracker in his life. Interesting because I still have the Yamato on the field. So I'm gonna go 7 into life. I think he just takes this. Hits a Nojo and a Cracker. Yeah, I just don't know why you would take that. I would just block 100%. Gonna play a Russian L on 7 or on 10. Swing 9 into it. It's not gonna get any more value for me after this, so I might as well let it die. I was gonna let it die if he swung 5 into it. He's gonna go 6 at life. I'll 2k while I can, and then swing 8. I'll just take that one. Make his Yamatos kind of useless. We'll go 7 with the Izo just to get a gauge of what's going on here. 9. Okay, 9's good. Gonna go 9 again. He blocks, and now I can just swing big. Swing 12. GG. Going into the next game, we got Luffy, Black Yellow Luffy. In my opinion, this deck just kind of wrecks Black Yellow Luffy. I definitely did the most testing against it because everyone and their mom was playing it on the sim. So I hit the perfect curve, Momo Hiyori. I think I grabbed a Denjiro. but I already have the 5 drops in hand, so I've kind of my choice of 5 drops here. He's going to kill the Momo and then play Makino, which lets him take a life and then restack his life. He's going to play the ace, hit the ace that he just stacked, swing 7/7. I'll take the first one counter out of the second one, and then I'm going to play Momo into Ezo. Ezo uses the effect on Oden, swing 7 into the ace. I'm just never swinging out life against this deck. Vast majority of the time, I'm never swinging out life against this deck. I'll drain them of resources early and let them try and see their Flampes and Makinos. But obviously if they don't see their Flampe and Makinos, then it's like busted. This guy's playing Ivankov, which kind of ruins my plan, but it's totally fine. He's gonna stack the Sabo, then play the Sabo with the 2-drop Sabo. Gonna swing 7 into life. I will have no 2Ks, so I'm just gonna take it, nail a 2K off the top. Gonna use my Ezo ability, hit the ace. So now I'm kind of forced just to hopefully kill this ace. Leave him at 1 life. So I'm gonna go 8 into the ace. Hiyori into Ezo, give Oden a rested Dawn, then give him another standing dong, swing 8 into the ace. He's gonna take the block with Ivankov there, which is fair. Play Makino, take their last life. Put their leader ability active. Discard a Flampe though. Put Luffy Sabo in the life. Swing 11 to my Ezo. I'll just let that one die. He's gonna go 9 into life. Yeah, I realized that he stacked all his Dawn under the ace, and like now he can't use his leader ability, and now, I can just swing at life and drain him of the resources that he just put there, because Black Yellow Luffy, whenever you take the face up life, it goes to the bottom. But I am gonna just kill the ace because he only has 1 card in hand. Go 5 into life, see if he wants to take the block with Sabo. He does, which is the correct move. But I am just gonna play the Oden because Oden is so cracked in this deck, and I'm finally on 8 Dawn. If you wouldn't have let the ace go, I probably have to swing big at the ace with. I just have to swing 7 at ace with the Oden, so put 1 on under Oden. I can like play Denjiro and Momo. Disgustingly gets the Gecko out of 2 cards in hand. I'm gonna play the ace and Luffy, which is an interesting combo of little ones because you have Sabo Luffy and Sabo Luffy in life, so it's kind of obviously a misclick. I don't think the Sabo would have done much for him anyway. He would have been left with 2 blockers, a card and 1 card in hand with this 2K or 9K leader. I mean, maybe he gets there, but I can also swing 4 times. I think at least 9 on everyone. So I'm just gonna go 9, 9, 9, 9. Oden, like I said, Oden is just cracked in that matchup. Let's go into the second game against Luffy. Different player, I think. He's going to choose to go second. I'm going to mulligan my first hand and get into this disgusting hand. Hiyori Yamato's. On 3, I just, got to pass. I'm not swinging into their life, like I said, unless it's with Yamato. I'm going to go 6 of life, take that one, so I can counter out the 5 drop, or the 5K. Play Hiyori into Denjiro. I'm going to swing into the Garp just because it's not swinging into a life. It procs my leader ability. So now he has to swing 6 into me. I'll take that one. Play ace, choose not to swing. Well, you can't swing. Ace, you have to have 2 or less life to be able to swing with it, so he just plays the ace. I'm just going to Hiyori into Yamato. Nailed the 8 drop, which is crazy. I kind of want to use my leader ability, so I think I do swing into life here. Yep. And then I just play the Neko. He's going to Makino, get under 1 life. Luffy into Luffy. Then he can use Luffy's effect, make Luffy go up to 8k if he wanted to. Gonna discard Ace to put Sabo Ace. Play Ace, get Rush, go +2. Left with a dead Sabo in the life. Go Dinjiro. I'll block it again, and I'm just gonna block with the Neko if he swings 10 into it, 12 into it. Nope, I let it die. I'm gonna go 7 to the Ace, play Oden, because now he's in a spot where I can just kill him. He's gonna bottom deck his last life with Makino so that he can proc his leader ability. I think he thought that he would be able to take that to hand. You can't. Makino, Hiyori, that type of stuff. And Luffy deck, if it's face up and you try to take it, it goes to the bottom. Gonna play Ace and then play Luffy to draw a card, trashing his last Sabo. Interesting. I don't know about all that. He must not have a Sabo in hand. He goes 8-7. I'm able to go 2-2-2. So I don't straight up die to, this last swinging Ace and the Luffy, but I also have a blocker, so. He has to go 9, which is huge for me. He's not going to have a blocker. I'm just going to take, and then kill him with Oden twice. 15-15. And he can't even get out of the first one, so. Once again, Oden cracked in this matchup. Let's go to the 4th game against Luffy. He chooses to go first. I'm looking into a pretty bad hand. I'm going to pass. He's going to Makino, take 1 of life. Swing 8. And once again, I can't really do much besides kill this Makino, which is, once again, part of the plan. Stick a 6k. Don't have to swing at his life. Yeah, just going to counter with the 3-drop. Play Ace, can't swing with it because he's not at 2 life. Kind of fine with just playing Dinjiro pass. Nope, I'm going to swing just to give my leader ability. That's a questionable swing, but I'm looking at double Ace here. Yeah, and also just like I put the Ace at the top for him, so no way I could have known that he did it like that, thinking I would swing into him when in all actuality no one's ever going to swing in that spot unless you're me and bad at the game. I take it just because I think he's going to swing 7 and he doesn't. Fair, so I can't clear his bodies, leave him at 1. I am going to go hard into life though now. Because he's kind of in a weird spot where if he takes it, I can just pile up. He forced to use Sabo and he's down bad next turn. But I can go 9-9 now. Like, obviously he's going to take one of them. It's just a matter of, like, is he going to 2k, 1k, or have to use the Sabo? So he takes the first one, obviously, and then swings 9. I'll swing 9 again. He'll block with Sabo. Probably just to get the Sabo in his trash. His leader ability is live now, so he's not at 10 Dawn, so he can't leader ability Gecko, which is huge. Gonna play Garp, search for an ace, rush, play Fukuro, which I thought was crazy, but fair. But now he can only, playing that Fukuro means he can only play one of his little guys. But you can just play the Luffy, trash the Sabo if you wanted to. It would go to the trash, I believe. He's gonna go 7 into Denjiro, 1k. 7 into Denjiro, 1k. 10 into Izo. I will Yamato. I'll use Izo's ability, trash 3 cards to make it go up to 10. Now he's at 5 life, 1 blocker, 1 life, which is not going to go to his hand. I can just Izo him. Swing 9 into 7, get 2 Dawn back. It has to go to the bottom. And now I just, swing 7, 7. 12. So that's the last of that game. Oh no, one more Luffy. Sorry. One more Luffy game. I'm gonna go first again. He's gonna make me go first, I believe. Play my play my Momo. Grab a Hiyori. He's gonna leave the Momo, which is fine with me. Play Machina to take a life. I'll grab another Hiyori into Denjiro past turn. Like I said, I'm never gonna swing into him unless it's like my hand necessitates it. He's gonna play Ace. It will have Rush. Play Garp, take Luffy. Swing 7. 2-1 because he could just go 10, and I'm in a pretty bad spot if I take the 7 and he swings 10. Now I'm on 7 Dawn. Play Hiyori, play Izo, give it to Izo. Rip a killer, which is huge. But I'm just gonna play the Kiku once again. Even though Denjiro could have got huge value out of there since he let the ace go, I'm not gonna swing with the Denjiro. He's gonna play Luffy. Let's see if he trashes a card. He doesn't at this moment. He swings 5, which is totally fine with me because my leader is 6. And pass his turn does not use the Luffy's effect. Interesting. I'm gonna use my Momo. Take a 2k. And now I'm kind of forced to swing in his life, but his Luffy is not 8, which is huge. I can just go 8 into it with Denjiro, and he counters out. I get 2 Dawn back, so obviously I'm just going to go another 8. And I probably should have swung with the leader into it so that I didn't have to tap, but now I can go Killer Kid, pivot into Killer Kid, make him take his left life, and now he has to counter out of this 8, or he obviously dies, but it's not something he wants to do, is counter out of any hits. Because he wants to hold his counter, obviously, till his leader's 9k. He's going to play Ace and Hiyori off of the Gecko. Obviously, awful spot to be in. Don't know why you would at least discard a card off. Like, if he has a little Luffy in hand, come on, man. Could have discarded it off leader. But he's only going to get the 7 on Luffy, swing 9 into Okiku. Totally fine. You don't have any blockers. And then 7 into the Killer Kid. I'm going to use my Izo, trash a dead Whitebeard to make his ace minus 2k, and then discard another card for a counter, and then he's going to kill the Momo. It's fine. And now I probably just go for game. I could play the Whitebeard. But yeah, I'm just going to go 9 to 7. He's going to trash a card. I guess he thought he was 9. I don't know. But either way, he was dead whether he was 9 or not. Now I'm going to go into enough of Luffy because it's just a bad matchup for Luffy. I'm going to go into a Nami game. They're going to go second. I'm going to go first. Play an Izo on curve, or sorry, no, Kiku on curve. Going to bounce my Kiku. It's okay. I'm going to go 5 into life, see if they get a card out of hand before I Yamato them. I'm going to pass with all that Dawn up. I'm going to go 7, make him use some cards. They're gonna Desert Spada and Rubber Band Shooter. I'll play Ezo, give the rest of Dawn to leader, swing 7. They will gavel. 5 into Ezo, just 1k. Play Zeph, which is tappable with my Yamato, if I choose to do that. I'm gonna do that first. Swing 7 into it, make him discard some cards. Just gonna go 7 into it because I really don't care if this thing dies or not. You're just wasting cards in hand at this point for my Yamato's 9 coming at you next after this. And they do choose to save it. Now I can just go 5 with Yamato. And it still dies because they forget that Gavel only boosts the leader. So it's kind of a scuff game. They'll have to take the double banish. Swing 10. Yeah, I'll just block. I mean, I can just go, yeah. So that was kind of a scuff game. We'll go into a matchup against Red Yellow Saba, which is surprisingly kind of a crazy ass deck if you've ever played against it. It just plays a fuck ton of rush monsters, like a fuck ton of rush monsters, and especially in EB-01, like with a Kid Killer, Luffy, Zoro. I mean, it just plays all the rush monsters, Ace, the starter deck, and then you just put them right back to your life, so you swing with them, gain a life. Like it's kind of crazy. And then they could just go right back to hand because they doesn't Sabo doesn't have the ability like Luffy and Ace where like the cards have to go to the bottom of the trash. It just goes to hand so you can play them again next turn. So it is in my opinion a very undervalued deck. But I am just gonna clear board. Swing 6 and then 7. Played the Ryuma to kill the other one. Gonna go Ohm Holy. I don't know if I like this version of the deck with the Ohm Holy stuff. I feel like there's just probably better stuff to play. Also, haven't tried to build the deck, so I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm just gonna keep implementing the going for board strategy. Swing Ezo down the Ohm. Swing 6 until he lets it die, so I can just play the Ezo. Swing 7 into life. Gonna play Luffy Rush. Go 8 into my Ryuma, which is fine. 7 into life. I will likely 2k. And then you can use Saba's ability. Put Luffy in life. Swing 7 with the Ohm or the Holy. I'll 2k out again. Go 7 to 7. Oh, and the 2k that you use with Saba's ability, it fucking lasts until the end of the next turn. Like the leader has everything going for it. I mean, gonna swing 7 into 7 with the Luffy. I'll discard a card. My leader is 8 because of Whitebeard. 7 to 7. The deck does suck though. The deck does suck though whenever you are like forced to only have one. When you only have one monster on the field, but you're gonna do cool stuff like this. Like I think he did that out of sequence somehow. I don't know, but I wasn't really paying attention. But he put the Luffy back with leader effect, and then played the little Luffy to summon back the Luffy. Give his leader plus 2,000 for the turn until the end of the next turn. Crazy. It's a Brûlé out of life. Sure. Um, I could have swung with the Whitebeard, but I didn't want to put any extra down on the Whitebeard. I wanted to go 7 7 10 10. He's gonna go 7 at life. I'll 2k. 7 at life. Luckily, I just had a ton of 2ks, but it didn't. I took that one. Gonna go Zoro. Since I took that one, he doesn't think I have any 2ks. I'm gonna use the leader ability. That's what you should do. Yep. Give the Zoro plus 2k, and then play the Luffy again. I can just 1K out of that. So like he messed up his math, but you could see what he was trying to do there. It's kind of cool. Um, Either way, we'll go into the last game against Yamato. One of the worst matchups for sure. He's gonna make me go first, I believe. I'm gonna play the Momo. He's gonna play the Momo. Take an Ezo, 2K. I'm gonna take an Ezo 2K, and then just swing into the Momo. Pass turn. He's gonna Hiyori stack something. And then play this card, which I think just like gives his leader 1,000. So he swings 6. I'll 2K, then I'm gonna play Hiyori, draw a card, and play Dinjiro. Drew into a 2K, now I can swing 7 with my leader. And he 2-1s because obviously he wants me at 3 life before he hits whatever stacked here. But I'm gonna do everything in my ability to not allow that to happen. He's gonna go 9, I can just double 2K because my leader is 6. And he should have just swung. I don't know why he didn't just swing at all, but I would have countered out with 3 2Ks instead. Use my Momo, get an Okiku, play the Okiku, and then swing with Dinjiro so I can get the 2 rested Dawn back. Yeah, he's forced to take it, and it's obviously like an Okiku Nojo or something. And he can't play it because I'm at 4 life. Now he's sitting at 2 life. Both of my killer and kids are live with 7, which is huge. I'll take this one. There's another argument to just like counter out of that one as well, just to put him even further behind. But he is able to play the Okiku, swing 0 into the Momo. Gonna play the Killer Kid, swing 7. Swing 8 with Dinjiro. Probably could have done this Dawn management a little bit better. Somehow. I could have went like 7, 7, 8. Like 7 with leader first. Hits an Okiku, I'm just gonna go 5. Maybe that should have been the first move, is 5. Hits the last life. I'll go 7 as the you're the one who should disappear. He gains a life off of it. Has another one in hand so he can get out of the 7. Hits that thing, which is useless because it doesn't last until the end of you. It only lasts for the turn. Now he has to kill me, which is very, very, very possible, but I think he just ruins it. He goes 11, and yeah, he could have just like went even numbers on all 3 of them, maybe had a better chance, but now I don't die at all. And I can just win. Like through, obviously I was gonna win throughout if he didn't hit the 0 drop, but since he did, he still had to swing out correctly, and it's just hard to swing out on this deck because like every card in my hand is a counter, just like per leader ability. So it's really hard to kill. Plus my leader is 6. But here's the deck again. Make sure to comment what you thought about these games, what you think I should change in the deck. Like I said, I've already been thinking about moving this up to 4, maybe moving this up to 4, cutting the Okiku, maybe even cutting this card. I don't know. We'll see. Probably not going to be my main deck, but it just definitely is a really, really cool deck. And something worth knowing if you're going to be playing competitively in EB-01 is just knowing what the deck does and what it loses to and how it loses. So it's worth at least playing. But either way, GG's to all those guys. Make sure to subscribe to Plastic Beach X3 for more One Piece videos, and peace out.